they for this simulation exercise had men with guns, armed, drawn, cutlasses coming swinging in on the campus, and a teacher held up at knife point or cutlass point, whatever it was, and as a result, you heard what happened. What are your thoughts about that?
This is totally unacceptable. And I think the Minister Kay McCorney needs to step down, because if she had sanctioned this, or if the principal had sanctioned this, the principal needs to be fired immediately. And see, the situation in Barbados, they have no real opposition. Now, I'm personal friends with the president of the opposition party, Ronnie Yearwood. Ronnie, you need to step up your game, and you need to call for the resignation of either the principal or the Minister of Education, because that is totally unacceptable to execute such trauma on these children.
Unnecessarily
and
so.
It's unnecessarily. And if you want to do something like, you have to let the teachers know ahead of the game what you're planning. And then you have to get approval. And then you also need the police to know exactly what you're doing so that they could be aware. And so now you put all these children at risk of having some emotional scar for the rest of their lives. And so somebody has to pay. Who pays for the emotional damage now that the children
Well,
got to
you
go
heard
through?
that the mother says she needs help. She now needs help in trying
Precisely.
to get her daughter help.
So now the ministry now need to bring in their psychologists to deal with the after effect of such trauma. You know, I understand in essence we need to prepare our children for emergencies, right?
Good, it's a good
But you
idea.
got to be sensible when you do it. You can't put them in an extreme emergency and say, okay, you're prepared. Except putting you in the Gaza Strip and say you're prepared. No, you don't do that.
Well, it does sound, listen, it sounded much like
It
the
sounded
Gaza
like the
Strip.
Gaza-
It sounded like what happened on Saturday, according to the reports that came out from that area. It sounded like they just were bum rushed with this and scared senseless.
So Bajans need to call for the minister. If the minister sanctioned this, Bajans need to call for the minister's resignation. Or if the principal sanctioned this by himself, or he or she needs to resign immediately. There's no question about it. There's no talking about it. She needs to resign immediately.